15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 22 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Back to the moon and beyond.
Oh boy, it looks good,
Temperatures at 128 miles per hour.
What a moment. I am on my way to the moon.
Control Houston, all good calls so far.
We are just 40 seconds into the flight of Starship. 33 Raptor engines powering the first stage.
This is the crazy period.
We've heard power telemetry nominal call out, and we're heading downrange. Tells us Starship is through the period of greatest stress on the way to space. Now the next major event is hot staging in just over 9 seconds from now. To get ready, the booster will shut down all but 3 of the Raptor engines. Flames holding the 2 stages together will release, and the Starship's second stage will ignite its engines. Starship will then separate from the Super Heavy booster and head to space. And at the same time, the 3 engines still firing on Super Heavy.
The next major event is solid rocket boosters to cut off the boost back.
We're 1350 in the start
flight, so about 36 miles downrange. Again, quiet here in Mission Control Houston as teams continue monitoring the flight of Artemis 1. We're now 16 miles downrange from the launch pad at Kennedy Space Center, traveling over 2,800 miles per hour.
Cliff Charlesworth taking a staging status.
Houston, you are go for staging.
Standing by for solid rocket booster jettison and shortly thereafter.
Engine power continues to look nominal on 33 Raptor engines.
Second stage power.
We're about to shut down the first stage and perform staging. Let's watch and listen.
Confirmation that the solid rocket boosters have separated these 177-foot boosters.
From the capsule communicator,
Now the core stage continues to power the flight of Orion all force. Cars 25 engines firing, traveling over 3,400 miles per hour, 46 miles downrange.
Reporting, this is Jack Riley reporting the voice of mission control.
2 minutes and 36 seconds into the flight.
There we go.
Hearing nominal calls here at Mission Control Houston. We've still got 4 good engines on the core stage. Next up, we'll be looking for the service module bearing to separate. This is 3 15 by 15-foot bearing panels providing structural support, protecting the service module. Those will separate about 3 minutes and 11 seconds into flight. Very shortly thereafter, launchable system separation. Just over 3 minutes into the flight of Artemis 1, now traveling over 4,060 miles per hour, 80 miles downrange.
As you can
We just
see,
had confirmation that the service module bearing has separated.
a rapid unscheduled disassembly. However, our ship is still underway with all
And the
6.
launchable system pyros
And
have
we just heard
fired,
there, ship
separating
avionics,
those
power
from
telemetry
Orion as
nominal. All
well.
6 engines are lit, as you can see from the GUI there at the bottom right-hand side of your screen.
You can't hear you.
Now, we did know that the hot staging was going to be incredibly
We just heard the
dynamic.
call for 3
We knew
engine
that there was a
pressing
chance that the
and
booster
SLS
would not
engine
survive.
at
We're
this
going to
point
take
in the
that
mission
data and
will still
figure out
achieve
how we
nominal
can
mission.
make
We
booster
just
better
have an
for the
extended
next
main
hot
engine
stage.
cutoff time. However, we still have
Yeah,
4
that hot
good
staging put a
engines,
lot
all
of
at
load on
maximum
the
thrust
top
right now,
of the
powering
booster.
the first flight of Artemis at 5,200 miles per hour, 148 miles
Still going
downrange.
strong.
And it's doing great. Right now, the ship, the second stage, is on its way. Like we said, you can see all 6 of its engines are ignited.
We're 4 minutes
The
and
next
16
major
seconds into
milestone
the flight
for
of
the
Artemis
ship
1.
will be
So
the
far, we've
shutdown
had a
of
clean
those
ascent.
engines. or
We saw those
SECO,
solid rocket boosters
second
jettison
engine
about 2
cutoff,
minutes and 11 seconds after
which,
liftoff.
if you follow our
Shortly
Falcon 9
after, we have the
launches,
service
familiar
module
terminology there.
panels, fairings separate.
So far,
as
today
well as the
has
launch
been
abort system. The
incredibly
launch abort system
successful,
was
even
inert
with
for
the
this
run
flight,
of the Super
except
Heavy
to
booster.
perform
This
this
is
separation.
amazing.
Primary objective of the booster today to
Those
get
4
to
core
hot
stage
staging,
engines
to
will
get
continue
ship on
to
its way
fire
to orbit.
and power the
It
flight
did that
of Artemis
admirably.
1, now traveling over
definitely
6,800
asked
miles per hour,
trajectory
229 miles
All right, great news
downrange.
there. That trajectory for ship is
Booster
phenomenal.
flight controller reports
Once
that
again,
the
Starship
engines are
second
looking
stage
good.
is firing those engines, and as you just heard, everything's looking good. Now, for the ship, we wanted it to survive
Our
hot
core stage
staging,
main
which,
engine cutoff
as you
time
can
is
see
about 8
there
minutes
by
and 3
that little
seconds.
dot
We
on
are
your
now
screen,
5
it
minutes
did.
and 11 seconds
We
into the
also
flight,
want to
7,656
basically demonstrate
miles
that
per
the
hour.
successful startup of those engines, demonstrating
Again,
controlled
4
ascent,
good
which is what
core
it's doing
stage
right
engines,
now,
those 4
and
RS-25
eventually
engines.
orbital insertion. We are hoping to
The last
basically
time those core
send this
stage engines
around
flew, they
the
were
Earth,
taking space
and
shuttles to
if
orbit.
it makes
Now
it
with
this
upgraded
far,
capabilities,
splash
they're
down in the
launching the
Pacific
future of
Ocean,
human spaceflight.
a couple hundred miles north of Hawaii. Now, if we
5
get that
minutes,
far,
42
like, all
seconds
of that
into the
sounds
mission,
great.
we are now
Secondary
traveling
objectives for ship,
8,800
again,
miles per hour,
continuing to
345
gather
miles
engine
downrange
data
from the launch
and
pad at
about
Kennedy
its
Space
health,
Center.
Nominal ship chamber pressures.
Great news there. That tells us that the chamber pressures
Again,
inside
we are anticipating
of the
core stage
Starship,
main engine
again, that's
cutoff
that
at about
small
8
dot
minutes
on
and
your
3
screen.
seconds.
The,
And about
basically,
10
the
seconds
propellant
later, we'll see core stage
pressures in the
separation, at
ship
which
are
point
looking
Orion
good.
and the interim cryogenic propulsion stage will be flying free.
Yeah, the bottom right corner of your screen, you can see essentially
Now
a
traveling
user
over
interface
10,000
showing us
miles
which
per
engines
hour,
are
6
lit.
minutes and
So the
15
three
seconds
center
into the flight of
sea-level
Artemis 1,
Raptor engines on
427
ship
miles
are gimbling
downrange.
engines.
Quiet
The
here on the
three
loops in
outer
Mission Control
engines in the
Houston.
triangle, the
Teams
larger
continue
ones
to
are
monitor this
Raptor
first
vacuum
flight.
engines. All of them continuing to fire nominally, so they're at the pressures that we expect to try to get into our target trajectory today.
Yeah.
And
About
we're
a minute
not
and a half
targeting
now until
orbit
that core
today.
stage main
We're
engine cutoff
targeting
time.
almost
Our
orbit
4
today.
core stage engines
That's
continue
very
to fire
intentional as part of the
maximum
mission
thrust.
design. The goal is to get to a thrust profile similar to what we would need for orbit, but also
And
to get to the
expected
energy
signal,
levels
Houston.
that the ship would need to dissipate for re-entry. And so
Coming
we're
up on 7
actually
minutes
going
since
in
launch today, now
a
traveling over
suborbital trajectory
12,800
today.
miles per hour,
But that
563 miles
trajectory will
downrange.
get us
Again,
to the
still
energy
quiet here in
levels
Mission
that we
Control
need
Houston.
at re-entry, where we can really stress that heat shield and get valuable data on re-entry. And those calls that we are still on a nominal trajectory
As we
here
prepare for
and
main
see
engine
nominal
cutoff,
pressures
the
means that we have a
4
really good shot
RS-25
of
engines
hitting our
are
target
beginning to
orbit.
throttle
Yeah.
down.
Now, if the booster had survived, we would be around the time where it would be getting ready to land, performing its re-entry, but it unfortunately did not survive.
30 seconds now
That
until
being
core
said,
stage main
that's
engine
okay.
cutoff.
It
All 4
survived
engines continue to
several
throttle
seconds
down.
after hot staging, so we're going to take that data and improve the hot staging sequence
Now
and,
7 minutes,
and
45
probably
seconds into the
improve
flight,
the hardware
traveling over
itself,
16,000 miles
for
per
the
hour.
next flight.
Continuing to hear good calls here in Mission Control Houston. We're standing by for core stage main engine cutoff. And we have confirmation of core stage main engine cutoff. Orion is now in Earth's orbit. The flight dynamics officer reports that we have a nominal main engine cutoff. And we just heard the call for core stage separation.
They're standing
That means
by for
Orion and the interim cryogenic
call out
propulsion
here.
stage are now flying free
Coming
from the
up on
core
the
stage of the
projected time
Space
that
Launch
ship would
System.
shut
The
down
next
its
milestone
engines.
will be solar array deploy approximately 18 minutes after liftoff.
As you can tell by the excitement from the crowd here at Mission Control Center in Hawthorne,